everyone, welcome to How Ines Rolls. I'm so happy. I'm going to be showing you today 2 different kinds of creamy pies, and I hope you love them. We love them very much, and they came from like these 20-year-old recipes. So I need to get started, and one of them makes 2 pies. I thought I'd show you these recipes in case you needed to have an idea to take some stuff over to a family member's house, a friend's house for Thanksgiving. These pies are super easy to make, and after I make each one, I'm going to put the recipe card at the end of that segment because that way you don't have to go all the way to the end if that's the one you want to see. So super easy. So the first one is called a creamy pudding pie, and I need to get my ingredients ready. Okay, before we begin, I'm so glad that you're here. I would love for you to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. I do lots of cooking things, plus some grocery hauls if you're new, and you even see me doing some cleaning sometimes. Woo! Okay, so first things first is you're gonna need some ready-made crust. So these are the bigger ones. So they're the +2 extra ones. So they're 10-inch ones. You need some cream cheese already at room temperature. This one's ready to go. A couple of Cool Whips. It calls for 16 ounces, so I just get 2 8-ounce ones because that's gonna make it a lot easier. Plus puddings. Wait, not the one upside down. So these are the bigger ones. And some Oreos or some shaved chocolate, whatever you kind of have. If you want to use mini chocolate chips, by all means, do so. So today you'll see me in this outfit making these, and then I'm gonna add tomorrow another pie wearing a different outfit. But you'll see it. I just wanted you guys to have these 2 recipes. So you're just gonna crush up the Oreos and kind of put them aside. And then we're gonna get our mixing bowls ready. Before I get going on all my mixing and stuff, I might have a couple of you asking me about this right here, this yummy goodness. On Sundays after church, we just tend to be a little snacky. So my son saw that we had some marshmallows, and these are Fruity Pebbles. So they're just Rice Krispie treat with Fruity Pebbles. So 1 cup of Pebbles and 1 cup of marshmallows to 1 tablespoon of butter. So if you think it like that, and if you have enough marshmallows or you have a half a bag, you can do like 3 cups of marshmallows melted with 3 tablespoons of butter. Get that going, then add 3 cups of your cereal. Totally easy. And then that's white chocolate drizzled on top. And my family's being oh so patient before I cut them. So I'll put those over to the side. I forgot to mention that in this recipe I also have powdered sugar. So it'll be in the recipe card at the end of this segment. So let's go. Okay, so I am about to get going on the pudding parts, but you can see that that layer is really thin. I'm sorry the lighting in here isn't the best because it's so dark outside. Okay, so it is delicious, that part. I had to lick the spatula. I mean, come on. You have to try it, right? Okay, so normally in a large packet of pudding, it calls for 3 cups of milk, but we're going to do 2 cups. So it's gonna be a thicker pie pudding, so to say. So we're gonna spread, I'm gonna start with vanilla first. All right, I finished my puddings. So here's vanilla, and I'm just gonna split this in half and put equal parts on each pie. So that's about almost half. And then I'm gonna do it on the other side, and then just make sure it's evened out. And then when it's done, I'm just gonna spread it out nice and thin. So it's really good. It's so easy. I mean, it's pudding pretty much with some cheesy cream goodness. Since I have company coming, like my dad's coming midweek, I'm just gonna put these in the freezer. So I only need one of them. So I'll put one in the freezer and then one for my family to enjoy, maybe for dessert in the next day or so. But it is delicious. It's super easy to do. And it's got like layers. So it's really nice. And guess what we're going to put on top? Cool Whip and the Oreos. Here comes the chocolate layer. This is probably my favorite part. Who are my chocolate people out there? I mean, I like vanilla, but I love chocolate. Voila, they're mostly done. So now, like I said, we're doing the whipped cream topping, which is Cool Whip. If you do not have Cool Whip where you are, it's just, you can make your own heavy whipping cream. It's just something that will set on top. Aerosols tend to kind of melt a little bit, if you know what I mean. And a Cool Whip topping is kind of more comparable to a homemade whipped cream. So I'm just going to give it a little bit on here and down here. Let me move my spatula. And then we're going to top with the cookie crumbles. Or if you're using shaved chocolate, that would be also a wonderful alternative. As I'm putting these together, I was thinking I can make these as our neighbor gifts. They're so easy. So now I have some thought process. I need to kind of figure it out. So let's see what I come up with, huh? I was thinking about 10 or 15 different pies, not different, of the same pie, and just deliver them. So I'm still thinking, because if I do the bread, I'm going to have to make that many loaves. It's going to be a lot. We'll see. Good thing it's only the end of November. We still have some time. And if there's any leftovers with the cookie crumbles, I'm just going to add it to some milk. Have a little snack. Not today, though. I feel a little sweeted out. That is looking mighty delicious. So you can make these pies for your get-togethers, maybe family functions, friend's house. It doesn't even have to be for holidays. You know, somebody's having a game night. You just want to be a nice, you know, daughter-in-law, whatever it is. These are going to be awesome pies. And when you cut into them, you're going to see the different layers, which is a bonus. People will think you work so hard on this. Ta-da! Look at that. Yum, yum. What do you think? So I'm going to put these in the freezer, like I said. You can keep yours in the refrigerator, deliver, you know, in a few hours, eat it the next day, whatever. I'm just hoping it'll last till Thanksgiving. So I think the freezer may be good. And I just let it come to a little thaw. So good. I can't wait. So if you like this part of the video, give it a thumbs up. And I'm going to add the recipe card after this segment's done. And then I'm going to start another, you get like a twofer. The next one's going to be another creamy pie that is so easy as well. So hang on. So I hope you were able to get that recipe. If not, you could always rewind and freeze and snapshot the picture and take a picture of it. I try to not make it too long because I wanted to get into pie number 2. Different outfit next day. Okay, this one is called Cool Lime. But we're just gonna call it Key Lime Creamy because it is so good. So like I said, I'm going to be putting these into the freezer because I'm supposed to be having a get-together, a little get-together with some neighbors. And so I just wanted to make sure I had those. But if we eat them, I can always make more. So it's no biggie. Plus, I don't know if you could see, there's a little bag right here. Just came back from the store because I got the makings for my favorite pie. And it's also my dad's too. So I hope to have that filmed for you pretty quick here. All right, let's get started. I have room temperature cream cheese, and I'm gonna get going on putting it together. I'm just adding in the sweetened condensed milk with the cream cheese, and I'm gonna beat them together. And I just realized I didn't tell you what my favorite pie was for the holiday. I do like creamy pies, but a few years ago, I came across a chocolate pecan pie. Oh my gosh, where has that been all my life? So around this time of year, we'll get a couple of them and have them with ice cream, a little warmed up. And so my dad really, really liked that a few years ago. So I try to get it. We've been going to Cracker Barrel to get it, just kind of a nearby franchise place. Trader Joe's sells it in the bar, kind of like a pie bar, which was very good. But I thought I'd make it from scratch. So I'll be doing that in another video. But I'm gonna beat this, and I'm gonna add my limeade. I just got it from the store, so it's a little bit thawed out, but it's mostly frozen. And we'll go from there. I just added the limeade and a couple of drops of food coloring. What's with things tasting better with the color? I mean, do you have that? I have that. My father-in-law, oh gosh, I just got a bunch of food dye all over me. My father-in-law, when I was first married, he asked me what my favorite M&Ms were. I think he was just, obviously he was joking. And I'm like, the brown ones, because I think they taste more chocolatier. I don't know. So I'm going to get this going, and it'll look more limey because it's green. Now I'm just folding in some Cool Whip. That's it. It's about half of the container. In the recipe, it'll say half, but I took a little bit more. So I just like it really creamy. So I'm just gonna finish folding this in and putting them in the pie tin. So I kind of flubbed, but it's a delicious flub. So what had happened was I thought I had bigger pie tins. It says to add the 2 extra servings. It'll say that in the recipe, but I purchased 2 of the regular sized ones. So what I did is I just added the whole container of the Cool Whip in there. Remember how I said I take a little bit more? So I feel enough to fill the 2 pie tins. So I'm just gonna fill them up, and I'll tell you where I'm gonna go with that afterward. Gotta try it, right? Delicious. It's really tart and so sweet. So you could either make 2 pies out of it or just follow the recipe and make the bigger plus 2 serving size. And so what I had extra Cool Whip anyways in the fridge. So I'm going to top it on, some of it on top of these pies. And then I'm going to take some mandarin oranges and go around the Cool Whip, just to garnish and just to make it look super pretty. So easy, right? And it's delicious. So I'm gonna let this set. You can set it in your refrigerator for a couple hours, or even the night before Thanksgiving if you're using it for that recipe for that day. I'm just gonna throw these into the freezer. They will be perfect whenever I bring them out. So easy, so delicious. And whether you're making a key lime pie or the pudding pies, they are going to be crowd favorites because they are so creamy, so delicious. And I'm so glad that you came to visit my channel today to see 2 pies. Oh, that was cute, right? Like fingers. Ugh. 2 pies being made for this special season for Thanksgiving. I appreciate all of you. I'm so grateful for all of you. And especially with this time of year, I am just doing a lot of reflecting, and I'm just feeling so blessed. So thanks for stopping by, and stick around. You just never know what I'll be rolling out next. But it might be that chocolate pecan. Just saying. Happy Monday.